kasama pa rin natin sa ating pep talk ang pinakasikat
Wow.
at pinaka-controversial
Yun.
na host ng Amazing Race Philippines, si Derek Ramsay.
Yes.
May pagka-personal yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon on Rio.
Ayan, speaking of
Gusto mo
Amazing
kasi-
Race
Oo.
pa rin. So, gagamitin namin yung mga terms sa Amazing Race para magtanong ng medyo personal tungkol kay Derek. Okay, sa una mo makukuha sa Amazing Race ay yung route information. So, ang tanong namin is, ano na yung state of mind ni Derek Ramsay ngayon?
I'm focused on one goal. Kahit na the route that I'm taking is a very rough one, I'm going to definitely focus hard and get through this very, very tough route.
Okay. Next term is detour. Kasi na-mention mo before sa interview natin, parang sabi mo, kung may chance lang gusto mong magpahinga muna from showbiz. So kung papipiliin ka right now, may detour, showbiz or personal life, anong pipiliin mo?
Wow. As much as I'd want to choose personal life, I have a responsibility to my network and to the projects that I've started. So I'd have to push my personal life aside and choose showbiz.
Speaking of showbiz, kasi parang di ba mag-e-end na yung almost malapit na. So ano ba, may decision ka na ba? Or may pinag-uusapan na ba?
Kasi
Kung mag-renew?
3 years lang yung contract mo.
Correct. I think sa March,
Yes,
matatapos na yung kontrata ko. And you know, I've had a great 3 years sa TV5. Wala akong complaints. So, yes, I'm contemplating whether it's time for me to, kumbaga, like hang up my jersey. But I have to give that respect to TV5 to give their input kung ano ang gusto nila para sa akin. They've definitely given me a tap on the back saying na, syempre, we want to renew you. And I think if that's the case, then I'd have to give them that respect and continue to help them grow for, let's say, I don't know how many more years. I guess we'll just negotiate on that. But if TV5 says that they're not going to renew me and thank me for my services, then most definitely I'm done.
Bago yan, nakikita mo ba yung sarili mo na parang tatanda ka as Derek Ramsay sa showbiz or parang magpa-private life ka after
Tatanda
diba, 5
akong
years?
Derek Ramsay na whatever I get my hands into doing, I do it to the best of my capability, 200% every time. You know, I want people to remember me na I'm not the guy with just abs. I'm a guy who takes his job seriously, his craft seriously, and hopefully they look at me as a good actor, you know, with the projects that I've done. So, yun ang gusto kong iiwan. But with that said, I think there's more to my life. There's something else that I'd like to do with my life. I've always wanted to put up like a summer camp, and that's parang my plan sana with my investment in Palawan. I can put up like a summer camp for kids, na not just for here, but kids abroad can, you know, families can send their kids here. You know, like the ones you see in America, and they bonfire and the kids play together,
Perfect
tell
yung
stories.
Oo, yung mga summer
So, yeah, I'd like to put up something like that, and maybe that could be the next chapter of my life.
Okay, next term, roadblock. In life's real
Ang isang task or
real
challenge
race,
at ang isang membro lang ang maaaring gumawa.
in life's real life's race, ano yung biggest roadblock sa buhay na naranasan mo?
Na feeling mo hindi mo matawid dapat or malampasan or parang gano'n.
Feeling ko hindi ko pwedeng matawid.
Na parang hindi mo malampasan.
Nahihirapan kang lagpasan.
I guess it's what I'm going through now, but I don't want to consider it a roadblock. You know, it's definitely a challenge, but I know it's a challenge that I'm going to get through. but not alone. I have a lot of people supporting me and helping me, praying for me, supporting me to get through this challenge. Even though a roadblock is supposed to be done by only one member, this challenge that I'm going through in my life right now, I don't think I'd be able to go through if I didn't have all these people supporting me. So family, friends, they're there for me. They're helping me. They're guiding me through this very difficult time in my life. No matter what people say, that it goes in one ear, out the other. It stabs me in the heart a few times before it gets out, but I'm just gonna keep striving to move forward.
May mga taga-cheer ka naman, parang sa Amazing Grace din.
Yeah, definitely. My friends and family, friends in the press, they've been brilliant. Yesterday sa press con namin si The Amazing Race, I was very touched. It was nice to have tears of joy instead of
Oo, nagulat kami doon. Parang ang ginagawa ni Derek.
ang parang ang babaw ng luha mo lately, no?
I never cry. When it comes to family, I just have a soft side. So, yeah, lately it's just, ano nga eh, ewan ko ba? I promise myself not to anymore. I don't want to show that I'm affected. But, yeah, I don't think you're less of a man if you show your pain and I guess if you cry.
Okay.
Next.
Next term, U-turn.
Oh,
If you can turn back time, ano yung moment na gusto mong balik-balikan?
wala.
Wala?
Wala.
And happy moments or ano? Anything?
You know, it's nice to look back at happy moments, but I don't want to go back, and I don't regret what's happened in my life. It's made me who I am today. It's nice to just sit back. I do it a lot with my dad, where we sit in the garden, have a beer, and we talk about each other's lives. You know, he tells me about what he went through, how he got to where he is. That's what motivates me. And we just share stories, and it's nice to just look back at what you've done, the ups, the downs. But whatever it is, it's made you who you are now. So ako, I have no regrets. Wala akong gustong baguhin sa buhay ko. I'm very content and very happy and very blessed with my life.
Sa tingin mo ba, yung kung sabi mo kasi kung wala kang regrets, kung babalikan natin yung 2011, if naging gaano ka kapursigido lang to know that your son?
Let's just, I guess, let's put it this way. The DNA test that we
Yes.
had, the agreement was she'll shoulder hers, I'll shoulder mine. It was all an agreement. We got there, she didn't want to pay for her and all of that. And my lawyer was like, oh, hindi yun yung usapan. I instructed my lawyer, ako na bahala sa lahat kasi gusto ko nang matapos to at gusto ko nang malaman once and for all. And now that I know, I'm trying to be the dad my dad was to me, or my dad is to me. I want to be that kind of dad. He's my best friend. I want my son to look at me as his best friend. I want my son to idolize me before my knees completely fall apart. You know, I want to be that kind of dad. I want him to be proud of who I am and, you know, what I can teach him, what I can show him. And he's at that age. He's at that age where it's important for the father to be there. So yeah, it hurts me that I can't have time to maybe just kick a football around with him or just throw a frisbee, and for him to just think, wow, I'm the best guy out there.
After ba yung DNA na yon, nagkita na kayo or hindi pa?
What do you mean sa
Ng bata?
after the DNA, we automatically both parties
Kasi
sat.
7 years old na siya that time, diba?
Yeah, 7, 8. we sat down.
That's the first meeting.
Yeah, we sat down.
Paano yung, paano yung sitwasyon? Paano yung eksena? When you saw us?
I was dying to spend time with him. So basically, what we needed to get done was, both parties needed to agree on what they wanted, what I wanted, and automatically sinabi ko, for me to give back the years that I lost, I want to secure his future. So sabi ko, no negotiations. Sagot ko yung education. I want to give him the best education that I can. So walang negotiations dyan. And then support, I gave, they came up with a contract of what they wanted for support. I agreed to signed, and everything was done. And I've given more so kasi advance ako magbigay. And now I'm here at where I am, so I just don't know why.
The first meeting with Austin, paano mo in-introduce yung sarili mo? Hi, I'm your father, ganun lang.
It was very...
Hey boy, I'm your
He
dad.
Hey! I'm your father!
No, he
Cool-
you know what?
cool dad eh, no?
He's a really cool kid. He's a really cool kid. He wasn't shy at all, and I like that he's got a lot of confidence. And I was only given an hour to see him, so I maximized it. And alam niyo naman how close I am to my family. So I also borrow my nephews and my nieces.
Oh, so pinakilala mo na.
Yeah, they're always asking, so who's this guy, right? Nagsaselos pa. Nagsaselos pa yung mga
Oh,
pamangkin
close
kong-
kasi sa'yo mo.
Yeah. So I introduced, this is my son. In time I'll explain to you the situation, but for now I want you guys to all get along. So I took them over to Active Fun, took him shopping for a bit, and they played around together at Active Fun for 30 minutes, and then, yun nga, kasi I only had an hour long, we ended up having lunch na lang in the park in Makati. We all ate in the park together, and then he went along and went on his way, and then unfortunately, I didn't see him for how many months?
Okay, next term. Yun. Next term is yield. Any life experience na gusto mong ihinto muna, tas gusto mo lang namnamin yung moment.
I just want everything to stop and just enjoy
Oh,
that
tas gusto mo,
moment.
oh yes.
Matulog. Just, in this industry, I've had to sacrifice so much time away from my family and myself. I don't give enough time to myself, and it's nice that the family's growing. I have my son. My sister's pregnant again, so we have another baby coming along. So what? Camilla has 3 boys, Dylan, Sean, Elian. My eldest sister, Rahaini, has Solen and Kyron. My youngest sister, Natala, has Ayla and a new baby coming
Ang
along.
daming kids.
Yeah. My brother, he's still single and enjoying his life. So
Single pa daw.
his name's Derek as well. So so we have a very big family. So I guess maybe this Christmas, if everybody can all just be there, that's definitely a moment that I'd like to say and just stay in that moment.
Okay, last term. Actually 2 pa. Fast forward. If you could fast forward a moment, something in your life, ganyan. Ano yung gusto mong i-fast forward na at gusto mong mangyari na?
Makuha na makamit mo na.
No, I don't want to fast forward anything. You have to work for everything that you want in life. So I don't want just something to be given to me on a silver platter because I wished for it. I was always taught you have to work for it. At the end of the day, parang when you earn, mas masarap igastos yung perang pinaghirapan mo, di ba?
Yeah.
So I don't want to skip the whole process. I want to work for it, not just say, I want this right here, right now.
Nag-fast forward ka, mag-rewind naman ako. Lahat ng mga exes mo, Angelica, Christine, alam nila? Sinabi mo?
Yes.
Bago kayo naging kayo? Or?
Yes, it's something I can't
At least
hide.
nalinaw. Kasi,
Lahat, all of them knew about this aspect of my life. The question mark of whether Austin was my son, they knew about that. They knew about everything.
Nakasal ka rin?
Well, yung kasal na yan, that's another thing that we has to be cleared out. But they knew of the situation, yes.
okay, last term.
Okay, go.
Pit stop. Ano yung gusto mong mangyari na? I mean, in ilang years sa life mo, ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari sa'yo? Sa career mo or sa life?
I'm very happy with my career. Like, kapal na mukha ko if I complain about my career. What I want a family like what my mom and dad have built. You know, they've been married 40 years. I want something like that. I want kids. I want actually 5, maybe.
Basketball team ba?
Yeah, basketball team. You know, simple life. Yeah, just a very tight-knit family. Now, you know, what I have right now with my sisters and my nephews and my nieces and my mom and my dad.
Okay. Kung ma-access to ni Austin sa internet, anong message mo sa kanya? May picture ako yun.
Come on.
Kid kaya?
Oo nga.
Diba?
He's a good-looking kid, no?
Oo. Parang mas gwapo siya. Joke.
Anong gusto mo?
Hindi. Any message na lang.
Diba?
I don't think I should say that to the camera. That's something I should say in front of my boy. And when, you know what? It's so funny when I say my boy. People say, how can I say he's just a boy? It's funny, some of the people, how they comment. He didn't even say his son. They don't know what I'm feeling. You know, and when I say that he's my boy, I say that with, I say that being a very, very proud father, that he's my boy. You know, it's just funny how people can judge so fast. Where I've been an open book for my entire career. So, like I said, these people aren't going to bring me down. You know, they can pull down my career. That's fine, but they're never going to pull me down. At the end of the day, I think everything will work out, and I will be that father to my son.
My boy.
Last night, maganda yung message niya kasi parang sinabi mo, 'di ba, na parang don't close your doors on me.
Yeah.
Parang na-touch.
Kasi
Nakatouch siya.
Christmas doors na ba?
Hindi naman, message
So-
lang.
I'm sorry kung baka bawal tong sagutin mo ha.
You may or may not.
Oo. Yung sulat, naniwala ka? Kanya?
I asked him, and he said it was him. So I'm not going to argue with him. Diba? But, you know, I know my son's not lying when he says that. Does he know what he put down on that paper? I don't believe so. Yeah, he wrote that letter, his handwriting, you know. But is it what he really means? I really don't think so, because the 4 times we spent together, I don't think naman my son was acting, that he was having a good time. So that's the stuff that I have to get through. You know, I'm not going to argue with my son. I'm not going to call my son a liar. That's just stuff I have to swallow. It's the whole process, I guess, for the bigger picture, which is for me to get to spend more time with him and for me to be that
Good
father.
father.
Yeah. So, lunukin ka na lang muna yan. But one day, I said to him, I was given 2 minutes alone to talk to him. 2 minutes. But 2 minutes is better than nothing. And I just said to him, in time, I'll be able to explain to you what's going on. But what I can promise you is I will get to spend more time with you.
Okay. Gawin nating light mamaya pagbabalik.
Please.
Pag-usapan naman natin yung isa pang project na gagawin ni Derek na mapapanood natin sa December sa pagbabalik ng Pep Talk.
Ang bigami ng bongga bells ng Bagelia ni Mudrakels. Okay, this is pretty heavy.
Oo, kaya nang basahin, di ba?
Ang bigami